In today's video, I will be learning Blender from scratch. Hey everyone, welcome to my first Blender developer log. I'm Price Counterpuncher, aka Price CP. Some of you may know me from my Roblox studio tutorials. Today, I'm super excited to take you on this new journey as I learn Blender for the very first time from scratch. If you are not familiar with Blender, then you definitely should stick around, and you, me both, will learn it together right now. What is Blender? Well, Blender is a very powerful app that allows you to create beautiful 3D models that you can use in other places, for example, in your Roblox games. It will make your game 100 times more attractive to players. And best of all, Blender is completely free to use. Okay, enough talk, let's get right to it. Step 1 is to search for Blender, download and install it on your computer. The version that I have downloaded is version 4.3.1. The download and installation process was very routine, straightforward, no issues there. As soon as you open up Blender, you can see this little window right here. If you don't need to use it, you can just click anywhere to get rid of it. First impression is Blender is very similar to Roblox Studio. You have your workspace here, and you have your Explorer, and maybe this is the Properties window over here. By default, there are 3 different objects in your workspace. You have the camera, you have the cube, and you have the light. Let's say if you don't need the cube, you can just select the cube, press delete, and it's gone. To add an object in, you're gonna do Shift A, go to Mesh, and select the object. For example, I want to add the cube back in. To add more object, you can do Shift A again and add another object, or you can just go up here, click on Add, select Mesh, and this time we're gonna add a monkey. The monkey has been added inside the cube. The name of the monkey is Suzanne, and I can move the monkey by using the tools on this side. For example, this is my move tool. So I'm gonna select the move tool, and I can move the monkey out. Forward and back, up and down. I can use the rotate tool to rotate the object. The next tool we have over here is to scale. You can click on scale and select the object that you want to scale. You can adjust your view by holding down the middle mouse button or your scroll wheel and move the mouse. To pan the camera, you can hold down the Shift key and the middle mouse button together and then move the mouse. Or instead, you can just simply go to the hand here, click on the hand and move the mouse. We use the scroll wheel to zoom in and zoom out. Or you can use the plus sign here to zoom. Just click on it and bring it down or up to zoom in and zoom out. Now remember, to move an object, you can either use this tool here to move an object, or you can simply just hit the G key to grab an object and to move it anywhere you want. Once you're done, left click to confirm, or let's say if I want to move this object, I move it, but then I want to cancel it, I'm just going to do a right click. And it disregards the changes. You can use the G key together with the X, Y, or Z key to snap it to an axis. For example, I'm going to hit G to grab the monkey, and then I'm going to hit X. So now I'm only going to be moving my object on the X axis. Let's say if I want to move it on the Z axis, I'm going to do G, Z, and now I'm only moving my object on the Z axis. And you can see your axis up here. Now if I hit G, and then I press down and hold the middle mouse button, I can choose an axis to move it on. For example, this is the Z, this is the X axis. Now to use the camera to print a copy of your work, you can go up here and do render, render image, or F12. And now you can go to image, and you can do save or save as to save your image. You can see our image right now is a little bit off center. So let's go back and see if we can fix that. So to fix that, I'm gonna do G, I'm gonna grab this, and I put it right here next to the cube. You can click on the camera here to view the image before you print it. You can do the same by hitting 0 on the number pad. You can see the monkey is in the middle of the frame, but the cube is outside of the frame. So I'm gonna hit the N key for properties, click on the View tab here, and check the box that says Lock camera to view. Hit N again to get rid of that window. Hit Shift and hold down the middle mouse button. I can move my items inside the frame. Without the Shift key, I can rotate. Now that we have all the items inside the frame, we can do F12 to render image. And there is the beautiful image. I can click on image here and save or save as to save the image to my device. And when you're done, you can bring up the properties window again by hitting N. And again, go to the view tab and uncheck the box that says lock camera to view. Hit N again to remove that window. In the properties window here, you can see next to each object there's an eye and there is a camera. So you can use the eye to hide an object. For example, I'm hiding the cube here. I'm clicking on the eye and we no longer see the cube here. But if I go and render the image doing F12, you can see the cube is still there when you render the image. To hide the object from the image, you can click on the camera here. And that is gonna hide the object from the image. Even though if I view the object here, but I click on the camera, now if I go and do F12 to render image, the object is hidden from the camera. At the bottom here is your properties window. So let's say if I want to change the properties of the cube, I'm going to select the cube and then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to look for the material icon, material properties, click on that, click on new, and let me expand this. I'm going to change the base color to a different color. If you don't see the color changing, you can go up here and change the viewport shading. Depending on which mode you're in, you can see different things. And in this mode here, you can see the color of the cube. How about we change the color of the monkey? So I'm going to select the monkey. And same thing, I'm going to go here to material, click on new, click on base color. And we're going to pick a different color for the monkey. Alright, now if we do F12 to render image, we can see the monkey, but not the cube. So let's go back. We're going to close this. Remember, we disabled the camera for the cube here. So we're going to come back here. We're going to enable the camera for the cube. And now let's do F12 again to render image. And there it is. You can see the cube and the monkey. Just click on image and you can save the image or save as to your device. We are pretty much done for Devlog number 1. So here, what I want to do is I want to click on File and I want to save my work. Once you have saved your work, you can just close Blender. When you come back into Blender again, you're going to see this little window and you can select your current project from here. On the recent files, I can select the project that I have just saved. And that is how you can save and open up the same project to do an update on the existing Blender project. Alright guys, I hope you have enjoyed my first ever Blender devlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Blender devlogs in the future. Thank you all for watching and we will see you again in the next video. Take care everyone.